Okay, let's take a look now at the beginning of it all. This is where it all starts with your offensive design. Now, your offensive design is in fact your offensive philosophy and how you put together your offense. For me, the first thing is the run game. That's going to be number one, and it's going to be number one because I believe to be successful offensively, you need to run the football and you need to be physical. Now, you can do that from a lot of different formations. You don't have to be an I formation guy to run the football. Obviously running the football is the key to the wing T. The I formation, I don't care if you spread it out. We all know that when you spread out the defense, it creates great lanes for running the football. But for me, mentally, I want to run the football first. Now, that is not necessarily what you have to feel. But I think it's important that you establish what your design is of your offense. What comes first for you? Where is your starting point for your offense? For me, it's the run game. And then, as I thought this through in coming up with this design, the next thing for me is if I want to be able to run the football, I've got to be able to throw the ball down the field to remove defenders out of the run game. To make the defense defend the depth of the field, I need to throw the ball down the field. I've got to have a good vertical pass game so that linebackers can't hunker down and settle in on just defending the run game. Those guys have to be aware of gaining depth and getting into the pass game, which then helps our run game. So for us, then, for me, the combination of the run game and the vertical pass game is very, very important. Okay? Now, again, how you decide that is not may not be the same as what mine is. Okay? So as you go through your offense, deciding what is at the top, what's paramount to you, then what then goes with it to allow you to be able to do what you want to do. Okay? So if we're going to run the football, and then we're going to throw the ball down the field, well then it seems obvious that the next part of it is going to be play action, box play action. And box play action is that kind of play action that keeps the quarterback inside the tackle box and allows, let me just make sure this is on the screen. You want to get play action, quarterback stays in the tackle box, and we force the linebackers who have dual responsibility, okay, dual responsibility. They have to defend the run and they have to defend the pass. So now we've got them in a little bit of a bind where, again, they're concerned with the run fake. We get them to freeze a little bit, and hopefully we can get in behind them with the pass game. So for us, box play action, quarterback staying inside the tackle box is very important. Okay? So that's why, in order to run the football, we want to be able to throw the ball down the field, and then the next part of it, as I just showed you, is we want to be able to go with box play action and stay in the box and force those linebackers and those people involved in the run game to also defend the pass. All right. Along with that, then the next step for us is quick pass game, 3-step, along with our 1-step bubbles, rocket screens, all those kinds of things. Specifically, our 3-step, our slants, our hitches, our tight end stick game. Those are all things that appear right here in our design. Okay, where it fits in your design, that's for you to decide. Okay. The next part of it is our tailback and fullback screens. Now, because we're not a big vertical pass game team, we don't come out and throw the ball first. We're going to run the football first. We're not a big screen team. There aren't a lot of opportunities where people are going to drop on defense at the snap and bail out and allow us to throw screens. So although it is part of what we do, It's not high in our in our offensive design, as you can see. I think there's a for us, for me, there's kind of a cutoff right about here. 1 through 4 are things that you'll see all the time. And 5, 6, and 7 you'll see a little bit of. 5 more than 6 and 6 more than 7, and that's why they're in that order. Now, where are they in your order? I don't know, and that's for you to decide. But knowing where they are is important in how you call a football game. Okay, next is alley play action. We don't have to have a running quarterback to want to be able to get him outside the tackle box into the alley with the football in situations. And I think it's important that every offense have something that allows the quarterback, in whatever way, to get outside the tackle box with the ball. It forces the defense to find the launch point, which is different, obviously. You don't want your quarterback always at the same place so that pass rushers know where he'll be. You want to make, this is part of your protection of your quarterback, is to give him different launch points, and one of the ways is to get some alley play action, and certainly some of the easiest things to do are just the simple combination routes that everybody runs. You get the corner route, come down in the flat, come across the post, and get some triple level stuff. But again, how you do it and what you do is less important than the fact that you do it to make sure that your quarterback is not always in the same launch point. Okay? And then the last part, for me, the last part are reverses and exotics. Occasionally, we'll do something. We see playing a defense that is very fast flow in what they do, then we'll definitely do some reverses and some things like that. And will we have exotics planned? Yeah, we'll always have a little something. I don't know how often, honestly, that we use them, but we have them. Okay? So there's my offensive design. What your offensive design look like is up to you. But the fact is, I think you need to have an offensive design.